In 2005, an American high school student named Natalee Holloway traveled to the Caribbean island of Aruba. On the last night of the trip, she went out with her friends to celebrate. But she never returned. She disappeared as if she had never existed. And to this day, no one knows the full truth. Natalee Holloway was an ambitious young woman from Alabama, high-achieving and beautiful. She planned to study medicine. Her dream was to become a doctor and help others. The trip to Aruba was a chance to celebrate before entering college. She had no idea that it would be her last trip. On May 29th, Natalee spent the night at a popular nightclub called Carlos on Charlie's. She was seen dancing, laughing, and celebrating with her colleagues. In the early hours of May 30th, she was seen leaving the club with 3 local youths. Joran van der Sloot is a Dutch student living in Aruba. Debrakel Polly and Satish Polly are brothers of Indian descent. Rowan later said they picked her up in their car and dropped her off at her hotel around 2 a.m. But here the questions begin. Why didn't she enter the hotel? And why didn't anyone see her after that moment? The surveillance cameras didn't record her entry. Her room was empty. Passport and phone were never found. When Natalee didn't show up for her flight home, her family grew concerned. That same day, her parents arrived in Aruba, and an investigation began. The trio, Joran and his friends, were arrested. They were released for lack of evidence. They were arrested again and released. And a third time, and released again. Each time, their stories changed, their statements shifted, and the mystery deepened. Local authorities failed to gather crucial evidence, and over time, the case began to unravel. Despite searching beaches, waterways, abandoned houses, and even sewage pipes, no body was found, no traces of blood, no phone or bag. People began to suspect, was she dumped at sea? Or a cover-up? Or political forces intervened to protect the accused? In 2010, a young Peruvian woman named Stephanie Flores was found murdered in a hotel room in the capital, Lima. The killer? Same person, Joran van der Sloot. He confessed to her murder and was sentenced to 28 years in prison. However, despite this admission of Stephanie's murder, he was never brought to trial in Natalee's case. Her case remains open but frozen. Natalee Beth Holloway's mother never gave up. She appeared in the media, wrote books, and traveled frequently to Aruba. She founded a foundation to help the families of the missing, but she still lives in the faint hope of finding out what happened to her 18-year-old daughter. But the unexpected happened.
Well, today I can tell you with certainty that after 18 years, Natalee's case is solved. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. It's over. Joran van der Sloot is no longer the suspect in my daughter's murder. He is the killer. In the course of his felony prosecution, here for extortion and wire fraud indictment, he gave a proffer in which he finally confessed that he killed Natalee. He described when and how he killed her, and he said that after killing her on the beach in Aruba, he put her into the water, and that was the last that he ever saw her. That was all verified by a comprehensive and conclusive polygraph test. Even with this confession, though, he can't be tried here for Natalee's murder. But I'm satisfied knowing that he did it. He did it alone, and he disposed of her alone. I won't give you the details of his brutal confession. Those will be forthcoming when the proffer is made public. You will also have details of the plea agreement which was reached. His sentence of the extortion and the wire fraud will run concurrently with a sentence in Peru for killing Stephanie Flores. And that's fine with me. Thanks to a lot of very smart and dedicated people here, I got the answer I've been searching for the past 18 years. Joran van der Sloot's confession means we have finally reached the end of our never-ending nightmare. And for me, reaching the end of the nightmare, being over, is better than closure. It's been 18 years since Natalee disappeared, and Natalee would be 36 years old today. I still miss her every day. It's been a very long and painful journey, but we finally got the answers we've been searching for all these years. We finally, today, we got justice for Natalee. So thank you all so very much and being supportive of us in our long 18-year journey. Thank you.
Holloway, inside you said you looked to your son and said, we did it. How do you sleep tonight as a mother who has what she has today?
Yeah, I think we sleep well. I mean, this has been the most unimaginable journey, and I know everyone has been with us on this, and we are so appreciative of it. But for us to finally put this to rest and being over, as I said, it's better than closure because our never-ending nightmare had to end. And we are so grateful that we can say that today, that it is over. And that is getting justice for Natalee.
He said from the podium, he's a
Do you
changed
have
man.
any indication that with his possession there will be charges in Aruba? Do you have any hopes for that?
I don't. I just know that there are no charges that will be here for his murder, but hopefully maybe they will look into that.
Do you need that, or do you have what you need?
No, I have what I need, but I have what I need.
Did you
Her
believe
case
when
was
he said
solved.
that he's a changed man?
I definitely don't. I don't believe he's a changed man at all.
How did it feel to see him in the courtroom shackled in
Oh.
her hometown?
It feels victorious. I feel like you finally begin to transition from the victim to the victor, and it begins to make the pain and suffering feel somewhat less intense because you are here. You are at this point, the pinnacle of the journey, and you've gotten justice and you've gotten the answers you've been so desperately seeking. So it felt victorious.
Are you confident you got the truth out of him?
Oh, I'm absolutely confident. Yes, yes.
That you had the opportunity to talk to Joran in the courtroom. What did you tell him?
I was able to tell Joran that I think in this long ending nightmare, he was able to express things to him that I had been wanting to tell him, as far as, telling him who he is. And he is a killer. He is a killer. He will always be the killer. He will always be now the black mark in Aruba. He's now confessed to 2 murders. So that was good for me to be able to tell him that and to share that.
Do you hope that Aruba maybe reopen the case?
I don't know about that, but I'm just sticking with victorious right now. Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about, in the courtroom, they said that you sat as he was explaining what happened. How was that moment?
It is shocking and it is horrific to hear a killer that describing the brutal things that he did to my daughter, Matt's sister. It's shocking and it is very disturbing. But it's things that parents have to know the truth. They have to hear the answers as to what happened in order to put this to rest and for it to be over.
Beth, did Sloot let you guys know if others are involved? Did he act alone?
Yes, he acted alone. Thank you all so much.
Beth, tell us about Natalee. Tell us about the 18 years before.
Natalee was very bright, very smart, dedicated young lady. She was on her way to college. She was headed to medical school after that, and I have no doubt she would have made it all the way. So we love her, we miss her very much, and we wake up every morning with thoughts of Natalee, but now we wake up knowing that we have reached justice for Natalee. So
She was
thank you.
truly the best sister I could have ever asked for. Absolutely.
Have you said a full and complete goodbye to Natalee at this point? Have you visited with her in your own way and let her know that you have peace with all this?
I don't know. I don't really look at it as saying goodbye to Natalee, because we wake up every morning and the hope that filled her life and heart fills ours today. So we feel like we carry Natalee with us even forward now, and that's good. That's a very good feeling. Like I said, it feels victorious. But thank you so much.
You ready?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.